morning, dear friends. You and I are invited to welcome this new day together, feeling the call from on high. We're living on a planet of trials and expiations. That's why we need this morning prayer more than ever to really adjust ourselves, to calibrate ourselves to a new day. And today, thanks to Spiritism, we have a new message. Cornelio Pires, through Chico Xavier, brings to us, in his Firme Conversation book, a topic about friendship, relationships. He says to us, in our free translation, in a letter, you ask, my dear Tarcisio Rocca, how we see in the beyond the problems of gossiping. Gossiping, according to what it seems, if I am right in my memories, through the voice of the dictionary, is like clothes for children. Now, gossip is this. It's a plague that spreads out and slander that is born in the little mind. May you know that nobody goes by chosen topics without entering the conversation that they are listening. From affection to affection, in some corner of the room, how many lessons in the family, how much light in what we speak. Throughout humanity's struggles in the terrestrial school, the confiding in friends brings us up, supports us, consoles us. But gossiping, my dear, where it goes, it's always perfect discord. How do we see it from the beyond? Well, it's like an indefinite shadow that rolls, expands, and goes where we cannot even see. Gossip is like a cloud, like a stone. It makes itself like a monster, like a little poison. In a lot of disturbance, gossip lives in the way. You know more than anybody else that the struggles of this come and go of news goes on while we're searching for peace. Now the cases. Lilia exaggerated everything she used to see. Now we have 3 homes in true war because of Lilia's gossip. Well, this man named Enoki, he heard his daughter-in-law talk bad about someone. The father-in-law believed it, and the son actually died in shock. In a spiritist center in Amparo, when gossip came along, it destroyed the whole work. Remember the group of prayers? Intrigue was made by Anna, and it destroyed the trust, and the group went in true commotion. Tião was serving, he was a medium, in the Spiritist Center, Irmã Clarissa. Gossip came along, enveloped him, and he died in laziness. Do you remember the Spiritist Center of Goodness? Gossip entered like in every role, and charity gave way to confusion. Anna prayed, gave passes in the group Irmã Josefa, and gossip showed up, and Anna left her task. Joel was a preacher in the temple Irmão Nazario. Gossip worked its way, and there went the missionary. In the group Brother Joseph, many talked about gossip, about God. When gossip came in, the people lost their faith. There were many blessings and lights in the group Irmã Zozora. When gossip talked about fraud, the group disappeared at the same time. Where gossip is installed, the following always happens. Trust disappears, and the unity goes away. If you want to work in the good, to fulfill the highest duty in the good, forgive, support, help. Do not think evil of anyone. Silence and prayer. Here is the pair that gossip will never untie. Keep this pair with you, and gossip will die. Silence and prayer. Here is the pair that gossip does not untie. Keep this pair with you, that gossip will never will die. That gossip will die. It's such a serious topic, means being silly, but it's so important. At Kardec's time in the Spiritist magazine, we see a true case of two women who came to ask for help because they said that the spirits were manifesting in the house, throwing pans and pots. And at that time, pans and pots were pretty heavy. It could be a matter of life or death. Not like our pins nowadays that any bump really bends them. So when Kardec did the meeting, he always took very seriously every request. When he took the case to the mediumistic meeting, the spirits came to speak. And who came to speak? The spirits who were throwing pots and pans. And why were they doing this? Because the two ladies were gossiping all day long about everybody. The spirits were furious. And that's why we don't understand. When we gossip, we're not alone. And that's why our lives are always like up and down, because we are always connecting with minds that are not happy. And there are those who are very unhappy with us because we're talking bad about people that they like, destroying their lives, destroying the good works. We should also be very careful, as he says in the message, about talking anything bad about people who are doing the good, especially in Spiritist centers. We should be grateful always because it's not easy work. And it's funny because many people talk bad and they say, I could do better, but they are home doing nothing. And they say, but they don't allow me to do anything. Oh, well, it's not that they don't allow. You are not attuned with the frequency. And that's why we need first silence and prayer. So that's why we invite everyone to join us in this current of prayer. Dear Jesus, Today we're invited to this emotional management, the management of our speaking abilities as well. We want to thank you for the recommendations of silence and prayer, forgiveness, solidarity with one another. We want to thank you for being with us always, for stimulating us to the new path. We would like to raise our thoughts even higher and feel your loving presence. We visualize our homes being enveloped by your light of balance, protection, and love. And we see it spreading itself out throughout our neighborhoods. Thank you for caring for all of us in humanity, and we pray especially for those who are so unstable in their inexperience and ignorance that create confusion, slander, and gossiping. May we practice forgiveness. May we practice kindness. May we practice the joy of living and know that we are all children of God, and there is always a new day of unity, concord, and friendship. We celebrate friendship today in sincerity and true solidarity, and so be it. It's good to be here together with friends and to hear the spirits inviting us to this integrity, to being a good friend, to being sincere, to being honest, to being helpful, practicing silence and prayer. As John de Rosa is saying, silence and prayer are a wonderful and powerful pair we must learn to employ until they are constantly there. Thank you, John. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Narciso. Thank you, Anna. A big hug to all of you and those who are listening or watching on demand as well. May we have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow, God willing, here at Kardec Radio, where we're always nourishing our souls.